Welcome back, channel, to the second installment, part 2 of my trip to Iceland. If you haven't had a chance yet to go out and see the first installment of this trip to Iceland, some epic locations, waterfalls, glaciers, ice caves, and more. Go check it out. It's Epic Iceland Part 1. Now let's get on to Epic Iceland Part 2. In this installment, I'll bring you some beautiful shots and locations of beaches and mountains and sea stacks and all the little bits and pieces left over from this trip I think you're going to enjoy. Stay tuned, let's go. Alright, channel, this is it. Can you believe this? Mother Nature is freaking awesome, isn't it? I have to walk backwards because of all the blowing sand. It stings your eyes and your face. It's liking. Subscribe. Another epic moment for Robert White photography. Day 2, we are off to the sea stacks at Vik. Got an eye on the weather today, it's supposed to turn bad. That's going to close some of the roads. So we're moving as quick as possible to get to these locations. But you can see off in the distance there where we're heading. The weather's not super great for photography, but it's moody. I do love a moody shot. So, another amazingly pleasant day on a Robert White photography workshop. I should really pick workshops that go somewhere in the summer, right? Super windy today, so bringing the drone was not an option.
Okay guys, I think we are all ready to slide. So, a little bit about separation. Yesterday we have subjects. Here we have 2 subjects, maybe even 3. Remember to count that one too, as we have the sea stack. And you can see how the sea stack is separated from the background because it has the ocean in the background. We were standing down there. The foreground sea stack would align with the black beach, so it would fall more into it, like black on black. It doesn't really work. Here we have black. Make sure to leave breathing room around your edges of your frame. When you are photographing the sea stack here at the beach, be intentional about where you put the frame of your photo.
And if you're unsure, then just allow more, because you can crop afterwards, but you can't add afterwards.
Channel. We are at Iceland's famous black sand beach. Take note of the sand. Old light. Very dangerous. Sorry about the wind. I know you can't hardly hear me. Look at this sea stack out here. Okay, I'm going to take some shots. I'll be back with you in a second. Backwards because of all the blowing sand. It stings your eyes and your face.
Hey channel, wasn't today amazing? We visited 2 spots with a black sand beach, not the Diamond Beach, but 2 other spots with a black sand beach here near the town of Vik. We saw some sea stacks, some incredible wind and wave activity. You know, they told us on that beach, I think you heard me say, that you don't get too close to the water because the waves can sneak up on you and wash you away, and then you're done for. And it's not just that the wave hits you, but that sand is such that when it's wet, when a wave hits you and the sand beneath your feet gets wet, it becomes almost liquid, so you're gonna fall down. And it was literally 20 degrees at best out there, 20 degrees Fahrenheit at best. So if you're wet, you're in trouble. Not to mention the powerful waves that would just pull you out. So anyway, that was exciting to see and exciting to film. You know, we cut the day short today. After visiting those 2 black sand beaches, the snow came in with a vengeance and threatened to close the sort of hilly pass between these beaches and our hotel. So we had to get back to the hotel, otherwise we're spending the night in the van without any warmth. You know, no, that's not going to happen. So, you know, after we visited those beaches, we hoofed it back over that sort of mountain pass in time before they closed it, because they did close it, and made it back here to the hotel, no problem. So we had a relaxing afternoon. Most of us had our computers out and we're going through our photos and starting to process our photos. And we learned from the great Peter Iverson how he processes his photos. I thought that was very cool. He shared some great tips. It's going to make the workflow much better, things I didn't know you could do. That's part of being on this workshop. I'm so excited to learn things from him. So we did that for the afternoon and then sort of relaxed and then had a nice dinner. And we'll be packing up everything in the hotel room tonight and getting on the van tomorrow, because we're going to a different hotel tomorrow after the activities of the day. But anyway, man, what an exciting day. Glad you guys could join me. Let's look forward to tomorrow. See you soon.
Good morning, channel. The beginning of day 2, still in Vik. We were heading off to our next destination and we stopped because we realized the fog that has set in is starting to lift, which means there's a chance we might see some more sea stacks over here. So Mas has sent up his drone to go scout it out. In the meantime, the rest of us are on this black sand beach. Such a beautiful sight this morning. Just have a look. Those ocean waves seem higher than we are. It's very interesting. Just comes to a point and stops on this black sand beach. Temperature is actually quite nice out here this morning. I don't have my gloves on. It's not a problem. Of course, there is 0 wind. That helps. But really pleasant change from yesterday. All right, guys, we are out here on this levee, about to get a photograph of the sea stacks off there in the fog. It's gonna be epic. Let's get some shots. All right, channel, let me show you what I'm doing here. These stacks off in the fog are really incredible. Take a look. So here's what I'm doing. I've got my long lens on and it's at about, I want to say 400 millimeters, even though I can go to 5. And so I've got a 1/500th of a shutter speed to try to freeze those waves at the bottom of the screen. But when I do that, the ISO shoots up to 3200 because I've got such a fast shutter speed. So I'm going to take a couple of photos just to freeze the water, because I want some big waves in front of those sea stacks, and then I'm going to dial back the shutter speed so that I get a better ISO. It's set on auto ISO right now because I don't want to fuss with it. I want it to do its own thing. Oh, there's some good waves there. Lots of folks way out there on the beachhead photographing. Lots of folks out here on this levee photographing. Wild, chaotic ocean behind me. But I gotta say, the temperature's pretty all right. Oh, these things are really coming out. See them on the back of the screen there? Let's sneak up on some planned participants here. See what they got going on. You guys remember my friend Reese from the Faroe Islands? Yeah. Alright, so the guys are photographing this mountain here, and we're using puddles that we can find as a reflection. It makes for just a beautiful shot. Let me show you a couple right now. Take a look.
Oh.
And there you go, reflection shot. All right, channel. Hope this is picking up. I've got the Rode wireless mic on it today to hopefully help cut down the wind. We are at the famous Diamond Beach. Would you look at this? These are no small chunks of ice. And these waves, the wind is howling out to sea, and when the waves break, the wind captures the spray and sends it back out towards the ocean, making some epic looking things. I mean, these are no small chunks of ice, okay? I'm gonna stand right next to this one. That is chin high for me, and I am 5'9". That is chin high. Beautiful piece of ice. Crazy waves. Somebody's about to get wet. Oh, these waves are epic. Just past Carol over there, I think. That's Reese, I believe, manipulating his boot. We got Mass over here somewhere. All right, this is where I think I'm gonna set up shop, guys. So I'm gonna cut off for right now, get some photos, and I'll be back a little later on. Thanks for joining me. What an awesome day, yet again.
Far has never felt so far away than it does today, my dear. The world is spinning at a faster pace than I'm willing to face without you here. When every road is closed and every flight has all but left, there ain't no buses that can bring me to where I saw you last. And all the bridges and all the towns have all but crumbled to the ground. I start digging tunnels to you now. I lose my senses like the hands on a clock tower. Every minute's like an hour, every hour's like a day. But there's never been a storm that I couldn't chase, flames I couldn't face, earth I couldn't shake. When every road is closed and every flight has all but left, there ain't no buses that can bring me to where I saw you last. And all the bridges and all the towns have all but crumbled to the ground. I'll start digging tunnels to you now.
All right, channel. Another very successful day, this time on the ice beach in Iceland. Absolutely unbelievable. Everywhere you look, whether it's ice on the black sand, it's the pounding waves that just will not quit, it's the glaciers back in the background, it's the mountains over there, or it's an epic sunset highlighting in orange the beach and the ice and the spray. Unbelievable. It just, Nigel, it doesn't get any better than this, my friend. Nigel. Everybody's had a good day. Several of us have got water in our boots. I'm lucky not to have, but I'm the bigger chicken in the group, so that explains that. But there were some massive waves that snuck up on people. including our fearless leader, Mass. He did the backwards dance pretty quick, but it still got up. I'm above his knees, I bet. Look at this channel. I mean, really. Thank you guys for joining me. This might have been the best day. I don't know. It's hard to beat the ice caves from yesterday. How'd you like those, guys? But this beach is unbelievable. Just having a great time. What an epic trip. Can't wait to bring it to you guys.
When every road is closed and every flight has all but left, there ain't no buses that can bring me to where I saw you last. And all the bridges and all the towns have all but crumbled to the ground. I'll start digging tunnels. I'll start digging tunnels to you now.
Hey channel, good morning. It's the morning of day, I don't know, I'll put it on screen. Slight change of plans today. We were going to head to our furthest location east today, but they've closed the roads due to the storms. It is unsafe to travel until later tonight, and there's no reason to leave later tonight. We'll miss everything we were going to do up there. So we are staying an extra night here in this beautiful hotel by the Diamond Beach and the ice lagoon and the ice caves that you saw yesterday. We're staying there. And we're going to take a trip back out to Diamond Beach today, thank goodness. Have some more time, maybe a couple hours at Diamond Beach, because we had maybe 30 minutes yesterday. Not a lot of time to capture just about anything. So we're going to spend some time there and then go back to, very close to there is the ice lagoon. With all the beautiful giant chunks of blue ice in it that you also saw yesterday. We videoed some. So looking forward to doing that. Excited to get out and do something. And then the plan for tomorrow is to leave for that easternmost point, because it is going to be a wonderful day weather-wise tomorrow. And we are going to try to do everything we were going to do today and tomorrow in just tomorrow. So it will be a busy, long day traveling back to Vic at the end of tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be in the van quite a bit tomorrow. So anyway. Glad you're joining me today, channel. Let's get off to the Diamond Beach and see what treasures we can find today. See you in a minute.
I think there's more ice today than there was yesterday. I mean, look at all this. You got to be careful when you're shooting here, because the water can move the ice, and even a piece that big, if it's moved by the water, could break your leg. So we were told to be very mindful, and if we're shooting and a wave starts coming and we're trying to get out of the way of the wave and we're backing up, you'll trip over one of these. And then not only do you maybe break your leg, but you hit your head on some of this ice and you crack your skull. It's a dangerous place to be. You got to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Dangerous but beautiful. Good gracious. Hey, Mass.
Hello.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go get some shots. Back in a sec.
Early the next morning, we were all in the van and heading for the iconic area called Stocksness and the epic mountain there, Vestrahorn. This would be the easternmost location on our week-long journey.
Alright guys, welcome to Vestrahorn. Getting here for sunrise this morning so we can get some beautiful warm glow on this amazing location. I know you've seen these photos before with these grassy dunes.
Yeah. It's much more in your face when you're here because most photos are with a wide angle, so it looks like the mountains are further away.
This is big.
Yeah. Alright guys, so mountain, reflection, wide angle, tripod, go. So to those who didn't hear it, this area is called Stocksnes. The mountain over here on the right, that's Vestrahorn. But yeah, just right on. Just walk down.
All right, let's get some photo and some video. Stay tuned.
Keep your footprint down. Yeah.
Alright guys, back at the black sand beach and the sea stacks at Vik. Would you look at that? I'm sorry I gotta put you down because I gotta get this shot. Wow. right, channel. Well, just about crashed my drone. Was doing a point of interest circle around those stacks, and I hit the cliff. Yeah, I was lucky to get it back. Broke one propeller pretty significantly, and another, all of them damaged. Well, channel, that's going to wrap up this second video and my series from my trip to Iceland. It's my hope that I was able, through video and photography, to bring a little bit of this beautiful country back home to you. Thank you for tuning in and viewing this series, and I'd also like to thank the workshop leaders, Mr. Mads Peter Iverson out of Denmark, the best, in my opinion, landscape photographer on the planet, and our guide, volcano expert, and self-proclaimed drone Jedi, Jeroen.